Hey everybody, it's Wootini from GayGamer.net, another weekly podcast coming at you. This past week, I did finish Batman Arkham City. Kind of a downbeat ending, not quite sure what to make of it. There's still a crap ton of side quests and stuff that I still need to go back and finish, but I can do that later. First, I needed to tuck into my copy of Lego Harry Potter years 5 through 7 that I have been sent me for review, which, as you know, if you know me, I love the Lego games. They're super fun. The Harry Potter ones I don't enjoy as much as, like, Batman or Star Wars, because they don't have the same kind of hub-level system. It's more of like this ongoing open-world thing and it's, you know, not level. It's just a bunch of areas, and then sometimes there's a level. So, but it's still Lego, so it's super cute and adorable and fun. But the big news this week, obviously, and the other reason why I really wanted to finish Batman Arkham City, is because it was time to release The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Unfortunately, as I said in my last podcast, where I said, wow, look at this big, huge blowout that Nintendo did in Times Square for Super Mario 3D Land, and I've heard nothing for Zelda, which comes out the following week. Sure enough, a day or two later, they did announce that they were having a launch event at Nintendo World Store, but I gotta say, they did not show Link as much love as they did for Mario. Basically, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., there was a launch event where you could purchase the game a day early. This was on Saturday morning. The game doesn't technically come out everywhere until Sunday. So on Saturday morning, you could buy the game, and they had a Master Sword that you could get your picture taken with, which was so fragile that they had to have somebody standing there warning you not to put too much weight on it, not to pull on it, not to do anything too strenuous with it. I had my picture taken with it. Lots of other people had the picture. One guy actually got down on his hands and knees to, like, make out with it, which was weird. And also, well, I guess it's okay because it's the blade. It's not the hilt where everybody else is putting their hands. So that's not so bad. Like, you know, nobody's touching the blade, so maybe that's kind of clean. But to me, I'm just like, dude, that's a public thing. Like, that's like licking a subway pole. You just don't do that unless you have, like, the world's strongest immune system. The problem is that, like, they had the backdrop, they had the sword, you could get your picture taken, but it wasn't like the I Am 8-Bit guys were there with, like, you know, their digital camera that was going to put you into Hyrule or whatever, you know. It was just a Nintendo Store employee standing there, and she would take your camera and take your picture and then hand it back to you. So my picture did not really come out that great. Actually, the first one was, I looked at it and I realized that it was out of focus, so I had to ask her to take another one, and I had to kind of cut back in and do it real quick. And the second one came out better. They also had, obviously, every single Wii demo station in the entire store was playing Skyward Sword, so that everybody could get their hands on it. Although, honestly, if you're there to buy the game, I don't know why you'd need to try it, because you obviously know that it's going to be awesome, and you're just going to want to buy it and go home and play it as quickly as possible. The line to buy the game, when I got there at about, like, 9:30 or so, it already stretched, like, almost to the corner. So it wasn't as bad as Pokemon, where it went all the way around the block. It stretched to the corner, and when I left, at like 10:30, 11, whenever it was I left, it was still stretched nearly to the corner of the block. So, like, the line didn't really get too much shorter as time went on. People kept getting in line to get inside and buy it. Actually, there were some people in costume, which was kind of cute. And again, oddly, the girls in the Link costumes look more like Link than guys in Link costumes, just because of the way the character is, which I find very disconcerting. But actually the coolest thing was they had, the display cases were full of Zelda memorabilia, and they had everything from the first game to the Skyward Sword, and everything in between, Game Boy, every portable console, whatever. It was all there, toys, accessories, limited edition consoles, the gold cartridges, like whatever. It was all there. And there was a guy there who, like, was acting as curator. You know, if anyone had any questions about what anything was, he would explain what it was and where it came from. Because in fact, he told me that everything in these display cases came from Nintendo employees. Nintendo said, oh, we want to do a Nintendo exhibit. And the guy's like, we've got this. And they just all pooled their resources and everyone donated all their stuff. Because between all of them, they made up this entire massive display case. So that was really cool. But everything else was just sort of like, eh. It's not even like when they did, oh my god, which one was it? Phantom Hourglass, maybe? Yeah, I think it was Phantom Hourglass on the DS. They actually had a guy in a Link costume with the big plastic head, so that he would look like Link and not just a guy in a costume. And they actually had somebody there that you could get your picture taken with and stuff, so, I mean, that was something. But, like, this time, I just felt like it was a bit of a letdown. But it's okay, because I was less concerned about the event than I was with just buying the game and getting it home and starting to play it. Because playing the game is super awesome. I've been playing it for a day now, and finished the Forest Temple, and gone back to Skyloft, and I'm doing miscellaneous errands and stuff to do side questy things and stuff, before I head off to the Fire World. It's great. It's great fun. I'm really enjoying it. I love the art style of it. It's visually beautiful. And I love the way that they've done this kind of effect where the backgrounds and everything, it's all very painterly. So like it's kind of a painted feel to all of the textures in the background and the sets and the buildings and whatnot. And the further away they go, the more impressionistic the paint brushstrokes get. And it's a really cool effect. And I would love to know what it would look like on an actual high-def console without all the jagged, pixely, polygon edges. Because I think it would just look utterly stunning. Because they've always had a beautiful visual style. The console just can't produce the high enough quality graphics, I think, to really do it justice. But I love it. It's so much fun. There's a lot going on. And the flying isn't too bad if you're worried about flying around. It's not like the boat. It's not like the train. It's, you know, that world, that area is relatively small. It's fine. You can fly around and explore. It's not a problem. And then you go down on the ground and you do your adventuring and you're fine. So don't worry if you're concerned about the amount of flying involved. So far, it's not too bad. Who knows, there might be a whole flying section later in the game that I'm not aware of. I don't know. My only complaint is that I didn't buy the bundle with the special gold Zelda remote in it. And because I had a launch day Wii, I never got one of the special Wii Motion Plus controllers. I bought Wii Sports Resort, which had the little attachment, and you just plug that in the bottom and you're good to go. And I just feel like the attachment, and I don't know if it's just me or if what, but it feels slightly laggy. Like, it's not, like I feel like the controls aren't as tight as I want them to be. But I don't know if that's just me or if maybe that is just the way they are in the game. I don't know. Maybe somebody with a proper Wii Remote Plus without, you know, not the attachment or with the actual Zelda branded one, could tell me if they're experiencing the same kind of thing, because I don't know whether to blame myself or my controller or the game. But like I said, it doesn't matter. It's a minor quibble, and it's a super fun game, and I'm really enjoying it, and if you'll excuse me, I have to go play some more. Bye!